Have you thought about who would care for your children if something happened to you? Naming guardians for your children is one of the most important decisions that we make as parents. Today, we're going to be going over practical tips and what to consider when choosing a guardian. My name is Laura Croft, Law Offices of Laura Croft, Timeless Estate Planning. If you are a parent and you're starting to explore the estate planning process or putting a plan in place, considering guardianship for your children. What are the types of things we want to consider when we're deciding who's the best guardian for our child? Here are a few key factors to think about when you're deciding who would be the best fit for your child. So, one may be certainly age is important, right? So, yes, admittedly, I have named my parents as guardians for my children, and they are in their 70s. Right now, they're the best fit. And certainly, I did go out and get additional life insurance because I want them to know not only do I have an estate plan in place, so I'm providing for my children financially, but I also have extra resources so they can go out and get the help that they need. So, definitely age, location, those are very, very relevant. But certainly also, like I was speaking to before, cultural values, religious values, whatever beliefs you may have, certainly you want the person who's stepping in to care for your child, you want that to be aligned with your own values and what you find important in life because you've worked your life creating that foundation for your family and ultimately want that to continue with your children. What else? Financial stability. Now, I do always tell people when they're deciding guardianship, it's up to us as parents to provide financially for our children when we're not here. The first step is what you're thinking about right now is putting an estate plan in place, legally naming guardians. But then, yes, life insurance, really, really important. I have wonderful people that I work with, wonderful recommendations for life insurance. But that's definitely something that is our responsibility as parents. Now, would I think naming a guardian that, is financially unstable? It depends. It depends what that instability looks like, but that's something to consider, most definitely. Other things that are important to consider when naming guardians would certainly be your child's emotional connection to the guardian. If they've never met this person, that's a really hard leap, especially if they don't live in the area, right? It's not just that we're moving them or that they're going to someone they don't really know or don't have an emotional connection. It's also this is happening realistically when they've lost the person and the people who are closest to them, right? It's not happening otherwise. So emotional connection is really important. And then, yeah, the willingness of the person, who you've named to step into this role. If you know they will never do it, is that a good choice? Probably not. People ask me all the time, do I have to tell the person? Do I have to tell this person that I'm naming them? Technically, you don't have to tell them. Should you? Absolutely. If they don't want to serve, do they have to serve? Absolutely not. So it is great to talk to them about it and to get really clear on what their questions and concerns may be. I like to say it's like the elephant in the room, right? If you're going to say, hey, I'm thinking about considering naming you as a guardian for my child, and you're probably wondering in your head, how is this going to change my life? How much is this going to cost me? I tell people, get that out there. Just say it and then speak to it. If you're worried about how this is going to change your life, if you're worried about how much it's going to cost you, I want to let you know that I put a plan in place, that I'm providing for my child financially, and I'm providing money so you can go and get the care and help that you need to raise my child so your life can stay as much like it is as possible. Of course, this is going to be a really big change, but I want to give you that assurance that we've done the part as much as we can to help in this process. And if the person is like, absolutely not, no way, because I think we're going to be moving to France, you want to know that, right? So, yes, I do think their willingness and having that conversation, I think it's really important. Ultimately, naming a guardian is about securing your child's future. It's about creating stability and continuity. And really, it's empowerment to choose this person for yourself, for your family. If you're ready to take the step and name guardians for your child, then law offices of Laura Croft, certainly you can reach out to us in the comments and subscribe here where we'll be covering all types of practical information, tips, answering questions that have to do with estate planning, guardianship, so much more. So thanks, and we hope to see you soon.